For centuries, one place has stood as the heart of faith, power, and mystery: the Vatican, a city within a city, a place said to be touched by God, yet haunted by secrets that even heaven dares not speak of. But what if I told you, behind the marble walls and sacred rituals, lies a history so dark it was never meant to be known? The Vatican City, barely half a square kilometer in size, yet it holds more secrets than any other nation on earth. Tourists see sunlight hitting the golden dome of St. Peter's Basilica. But beneath those stones, beneath centuries of incense and prayers, there are catacombs, vaults, and rooms sealed by papal decree. For hundreds of years, the Church has collected everything: letters, relics, forbidden manuscripts, even the bones of saints and sinners alike. They say inside the Vatican secret archives, there are more than 85 kilometers of shelving, documents dating back over 1,000 years, records of wars, of kings, and of sins. And many of those documents, the world has never seen, because some truths apparently are too dangerous for mankind. The Archivum Secretum Apostolicum Vaticanum, that's its full name. But the word secretum doesn't just mean private, it also means hidden. Historians have begged for access for centuries, but only a few, chosen scholars, priests, or insiders, have ever been allowed in. And even they're forbidden to speak of what they see. Rumors say the archives contain documents proving the Church's role in ancient pagan bloodlines, hidden gospels that contradict the Bible we know today, and letters between popes and dictators, arranging things that should never have been arranged. One of the most chilling rumors? A folder titled The Fourth Secret of Fatima, a prophecy so disturbing that even the Vatican itself suppressed it for decades. In 1917, 3 children in Fatima, Portugal, claimed to have seen the Virgin Mary. She gave them 3 prophecies. 2 were revealed to the world, but the 3rd remained hidden. The Church said it was too dangerous for the public to know. Decades later, whispers spread among clergy that the secret spoke of a great corruption inside the Church, and of a time when the Pope himself would be under the control of darkness. Some even believe the 4th secret exists, one that was never released at all, a warning about a future Vatican, where faith would be replaced by power.
The Vatican is not just a church. It's a state. It owns banks, real estate, investments, billions of dollars worth. But where did this wealth come from? Some of it from donations, some from art, relics, and centuries of inheritance, and some from blood. During World War II, the Church was accused of turning a blind eye to Nazi crimes. Some clergy even helped high-ranking Nazis escape Europe in what came to be known as the Ratlins. They gave false passports, safe houses, and protection in the name of mercy, but mercy for how? Many historians believe the Church accepted gold and treasures looted from victims of the Holocaust in exchange for silence. A deal made not in faith, but in fear. Inside Vatican City, there's a small building most people never see. The Santo Offizio, home of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. It sounds holy, but this is the modern name for what used to be called the Inquisition. Yes, the same Inquisition that tortured and burned thousands of heretics in medieval times. The Church says those days are long gone, but leaked documents from inside the Vatican suggest otherwise. There are still secret tribunals investigating priests, nuns, even cardinals for crimes against faith. And then there's the most chilling part, the Vatican's exorcism division. Yes, it's real. They train priests to cast out demons, not in myth, but in modern-day Rome.
Thanks.
And according to one exorcist's journal, there are entities the Church has encountered that do not come from hell, but from somewhere far worse.
In the early 2000s, the world began to learn of crimes that had been buried for decades. Priests accused of abusing children, thousands of them, across dozens of countries. The real shock wasn't just the acts themselves. It was how deep the cover-up went. Letters surfaced showing bishops and even Vatican officials knew and chose to hide the truth. Victims silenced, files destroyed, abusers quietly reassigned. And when reporters tried to uncover more, some said they were threatened, not by the priests, but by higher powers. Within the Vatican, one order holds enormous influence, the Society of Jesus, or Jesuits. Officially, they're scholars, teachers, and missionaries. Unofficially, many see them as the Vatican's most powerful arm. Some claim the Jesuits operate as a shadow church, that they control global policies behind closed doors, influencing politics, science, and even finance. Theories go even deeper, that the Jesuits helped create organizations like the Illuminati, and that secret alliances between religious and political elites have shaped every war since the Renaissance. Sounds impossible? Maybe. But history has a funny way of hiding its darkest truths inside coincidences. Every pope wears white, but few know that there's also a man called the Black Pope, not because of race, but because of power. He's the superior general of the Jesuits, the head of the order, and many believe his authority within the church surpasses even the real pope. Whispers from insiders claim that the Black Pope controls the Vatican's intelligence networks, the archives, and even the Vatican Bank. He's said to know every secret and every sin. And when one Jesuit superior general mysteriously resigned in 2008, rumors spread that he had uncovered something that no man should ever read. Among the strangest legends surrounding the Vatican is the so-called Book of Lucifer, a manuscript said to predate Christianity itself, written in a language no scholar can fully translate. It's rumored to be kept in the deepest level of the archives, the 8th vault, accessible only by the Pope and one other man. Some say it describes how light and darkness are one and the same, a teaching that would shatter the foundation of modern faith. Of course, the Church denies its existence, but a few who claim to have worked in the archives whisper of a black-covered book that radiated heat, as if it didn't want to be read. In 1972, Pope Paul VI said something chilling. The smoke of Satan has entered the Church. No one knew what he truly meant, but those close to him said he was speaking not of external enemies, but of forces inside the Vatican itself. Since then, popes have died suddenly, scandals have erupted, and documents, ones that could explain everything, have disappeared. Maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe it's something darker. Because if history has taught us one thing, it's that the closer you get to the truth, the faster it gets buried. Today, tourists still walk the marble halls. They take photos, pray, and light candles. But the real Vatican, the one built on secrets, power, and silence, remains hidden beneath their feet. Maybe that's how it was meant to be. Maybe faith needs mystery. Or maybe we're all just too afraid to face what's really buried under the altar. Because sometimes, hell isn't below us. It's right beneath the church.